Hello, this is Chiak, and turns out I was on the right track. Actually, no, wait. So, it's weird. It says one of the stone shifted slightly. So apparently it's this one or something like that? I don't know. I don't recall that at all. I mean, I know the sand always landed on this stone. Let's take a look. Is that it? I don't know. Oh, well, that makes it obvious. Okay, so we got wind. Okay. The stars have to be open. That's no doubt. The question is whether... No? Oh, that's a rather scary sound. Okay, so maybe this is like that. And that is the end of the journey for Kate Walker, or more specifically Hans. So yeah, in terms of this game against its predecessors, this I think is much better in terms of game mechanics and kind of just playing through. Like, there's a lot more backtracking in terms of near the end parts, especially when you get to Yukol Village, just because it was so huge. But I didn't have to watch Kate walk up the entire length of a bunch of stairs. We had to watch her walk down the entire hallway, but that's about it. I think there was only about maybe one puzzle, one or two. I think it's this motion capture, interesting. But anyway, I'm sorry, and look at the critics. But this game, I guess it's kind of a question of whether a game needs, or an adventure puzzle, point-and-click adventure game needs kind of hinting or cueing for the game player. Because it's stuff like opening Oscar's heart. Like, how in the world am I supposed to know that that was a clock, besides if you count and it's 12? And speaking of clocks, that one puzzle, again, I think the main problem with that puzzle is because it's less of a puzzle, seems like more of just guesswork. It's like what I was doing trying to de-ice the ship. I was clicking random nozzles and buttons and switches, hoping that that would be the correct one. Which, as a puzzle, it's not that... Credits are ended, but it's not that... I don't know, it's not that... what's the word I'm looking for? It's not that gravitating. It's just me pressing buttons, hoping I would get the right result. Where, in terms of like... for example, trying to get the horses to run... I had a bit better of an understanding of what I was supposed to be doing. But I think, I don't know, I mean, like, in terms of Oscar's heart, maybe you could have shown better that it was a clock, besides there's 12 buttons. But yeah, I think, like, my main puzzle or whatever issue was that clock, just because... This is where, even though it's a dream world, the logic in my head was never to pull on the clock so that it's spinning forward and then clicking the bell, because I honestly just don't know how that works at all. Why would the clock ever do that? But yes. So, that is the end of Syberia 2. Hans has finished his adventure. I'm not sure what's happening to Kate. Because it's like, well, they're like, her boss is like, we're screwed. Okay, well, goodbye, Kate Walker. But I'm like, where does she go on afterwards? Because she was on this journey to help Hans on his journey. And that story ended, but I'm just curious, like, where does her story end? Because in terms of, I guess, character development, there was more character development during the first game, where in this one, it was all about helping Hans, but... You know, there really was no conclusion for Kate herself, besides achieving her goal, but in terms of a personal growth or anything like that. But that is the end of Syberia 2, as I've already stated. I don't know which game I'm going to be playing next. Batman Arkham Asylum is... Well, the game itself, the main gameplay is already done, but I'm continuing on with the Riddler challenges. And I'm still going with the movies, so... I have a choice between Nancy Drew games and a bunch of other point-and-click adventures. I had a channel update which listed all the games I had in the waiting list, so... If you guys have a request, pop on that video and then see... I'll put in a link. And comment below. Unless I already put the new series up. So, until next time, guys. See ya!